What's up, friends? Welcome back to Live at the Roxy with Steph Sabraw, aka Live at the Stexy. We're really rocking out. It doesn't sound as good when I do it.
Would you be the drummer or the guitarist or a singer or what would be your position in a band?
Are you saying what do I think I would do or what do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I would like to play the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I also would like to sing.
Okay.
Playing drums would be dope.
Yeah.
I'm a one woman
Okay, so
band.
you just switch off between.
What is your thing?
I think I would do drums.
That's cool because I would rather do the other two things.
Yeah. But I would like to have a microphone next to me to sing. I'd like to be a drummer singer. Singing will never be in my future, though.
Me neither. Sad. True story. Growing up, I wanted to play the guitar. My dad said, no fucking way. Your hands are too small. You'll never be good at it. He was a realist. My sister wanted to play the drums. He said, okay. He bought her a drum set. She never played.
He bought her a drum set?
There is a drum set in my attic. She played for like literally 3 days.
They're so the only reason my parents wouldn't let me do drums was like they said you won't have a drum set to practice on.
Yeah, I think it was like a very used like beginner child drum set, but still, I was like,
damn,
I would have fucking learned the guitar.
Drummer.
Yeah, she could have been, but then she wasn't. Like a little brat. It's not nice to say about somebody. Guys, there's a lot going on in the world today. I gotta say, the last few days, I know it was my birthday. But the last few days of the things that are going on in the world, like it's kind of low-key a really shitty time. I know we're already in a shitty time, but then extra shitty. It just feels like everybody's kind of having something right now. Everybody's struggling with something, and I totally get it because same. And a lot of people should be choking on their eyelashes as we speak. But if you're feeling like you need a little extra love, I feel you. And I even feel like, and I'm speaking out of turn here, but I even feel like Steph's been like, usually I feel like even you are feeling the sadness right now.
Like of today?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm tired because of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I pick up, I used to cry when I watched the news. So maybe.
It's been a fucking lot. It's been a fucking lot.
And actually getting the details of the Naya Rivera case, it's even more depressing than I thought, and I thought it was going to be so depressing.
Yeah, it's been I knew that she was probably gone, but like I said, I just feel like 2020 is owed a miracle. We're owed a miracle of some sort, and we haven't gotten it yet, so I just keep waiting for it because I think there will be one this year. I just don't know what it will be. And I guess there's little miracles in everything and every day in life that we're alive still, but... Mm-hmm. Man, it's just been a fucking tough week, and that's coming from somebody who's obsessed with their birthday, and usually nothing can get them down. But like yesterday, I had the most beautiful, beautiful outpouring of birthday love that a person could have. And you guys were fucking incredible. And my friends were great. And so many people reached out to me. But still, it's hard to shake this feeling of like, what is going on this planet? And how is this ever going to be okay again? And I think it will. But it's not knowing exactly how that's really tough.
Yeah.
So I say that to say that a lot of the news today is fuck no news. Some of it's fuck yeah news, and we will save some good things to sprinkle in there so we don't just want to completely off ourselves. But some of it's fuck no news. Ghislaine Maxwell pled not guilty. Not surprising, but fuck no.
Kind of surprising.
Not surprising because she's a crazy ass narcissist who clearly doesn't believe she's guilty. But yeah, we'll break all of that down.
Girl.
There was an Evel Knievel drama that was going to be starred by Milo Ventimiglia. I never know how to say his last name. The guy from This Is Us, who's amazing and a star. That was dropped from USA Network. And that might not be that relevant or important to you unless you're like a massive Evel Knievel person. But the fact that they said that it was dropped due to COVID and production stuff, I think it's interesting what other things are going to be dropped, because that's going to not be the first thing that it's not going to be the last thing that we see kind of moving around or not working because of what's happened with the COVID schedule. Burger King is trying to tackle climate change. They're doing this by changing what they feed their cows. We can talk about how cow farts are killing the world for a little bit today. Viola Davis did a cover for Vanity Fair, and also she had some amazing quotes inside. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we will break it down, and there's something really special about this cover, so we will talk about that as well. And the U.S. carried out the first federal execution in 17 years. This happened like very slow, but also very fast because there was all different laws that were being, the Supreme Court had to approve this, and it happened like, it didn't seem like it was going to happen, and then it did happen. It happened very quickly, so we can kind of break that down. I actually don't know, Steph, where you lie in terms of federal executions and lethal injection. So I would like to talk to you about all those fun things here today, live at the Roxy.
It's a riveting subject.
It's a fucking riveting show.
Yeah,
it's a riveting show.
We're just thrilled.
I look very flat today.
Yeah, you know what? It's not my day, but I'm still fucking excited to be here next to you, Queen.
What do we do?
We just like keep moving.
Yeah.
We get through it. We try to do some good stuff that makes us happy today.
Oh yeah.
But at least we're learning about the stuff going on. Hopefully, as a collective group, rockstar group, we can make some solutions.
Very true. You can't bury your head in the sand, even if you try. So we got to kind of get through all this together. We shall. Also, don't forget Super Chat at Streamlab. You guys were so amazing yesterday, and I really appreciate it because, as I said, with these taxes coming up and hopefully being taken out tomorrow, I say hopefully because, you know, when you put money in your account and then they don't get taken out and then you're like fucked because then you spend the money on like rent and then you can't pay your taxes. So that's why I say hopefully it gets taken out. But with all of that coming up, your support means the fucking world to me. So streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, Super Chat, all that great stuff. We have a couple coming in already. Let's see what's going on in here. Larry Lease. Larry, where you been? Hit that like button. Yes, appreciate that. Would love for you guys to hit the like button. Got 100 people watching live right now and 44 thumbs up. So let's get those thumbs going. Lewis Cox says, yo, Roxy, how was the party yesterday? R.I.P. Naya Rivera. I liked her on Glee. Steph, love you. Man, this world just crap, man. Yeah. Steph, how did you think yesterday went?
It was perfect.
It was really beautiful.
For what we can do in quarantine, it was socially distanced, really small group, outdoors. Everyone was far, and we were making masks.
Yeah, it was a mask making party. It was cute.
Good vibes, good food.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was one of my friends came outside here, Sarah Stratton, who you guys know if you watch Box Office Breakdown or were OG Schmoes fans. She came and like decorated my backyard, which was really fucking cute. It looked like a party that was fit for 500 people, but we had 5 people. But like it was all set up and just fucking adorable. So she did a great job with that. And Steph and I hooked it up with the food. So thank you for asking. I think it went as well as it could. But it's hard when you're, this is what I kept saying to Steph, like, it's hard for lack of words. When you're depressed, and it's better to be depressed around people, and it's better to be depressed in the sunshine, and it's better to be depressed outdoors, but you're still fucking depressed. So it's like that's hard to shake. And I'm sure some of you guys are feeling that too, that like even in these amazing moments, it's still challenging.
But I think that's what people don't get about when people are in depressive states is that doesn't matter how much good is around you. If you're imbalanced or trauma is happening around you, bad things are happening, you can only go up to a certain level.
Like, yeah, your range is like,
yeah.
Chris Burke in here. Actually, it's Avery. Hey there, Roxy. It's Avery. Hope you got my birthday message yesterday. If you didn't, happy belated birthday. Love, Avery. I don't think I saw it. Let me know where your message came through. But thank you, Avery. You're a doll. We are obsessed with you here on Live at the Roxy and in general. Something else that we should talk about today that we didn't mention is that LA is like for sure really closing. Like
we are closed for business, y'all.
Closed. I mean, we got to do what we got to do, but Los Angeles is now. I got an email this morning from my hairdresser that they're shut down. All salons are shut down right now. Nails, hair, all malls have closed as well. Restaurants, bars, everything's closed again. And that's what you got to do to keep people alive. So that's what you got to do. But yikes. This is why we can't have nice things. Because when they reopened, we fucked up. Like we did that. And people didn't wear masks. And like, fuck. Just so much shit. So
just wear your mask.
Yeah, how about that? Catch me in my mask. How about that?
We realized, though, since we're in this mask game for a long time, you should either make yourself a mask or maybe like invest in a little bit more expensive than a disposable mask, because you might as well look cute while you're staying safe.
Yeah,
No harm in that.
For sure. And they can be very inexpensive and cute. I've seen a lot of people make them out of tablecloths now that are really cute. We got some iron-on patches for our masks that I think cost like $3 for 50 patches. So those kind of things are cute too. Let's go into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see. This one came in. A couple of these came in yesterday after the show. So let me make sure I get to them. Lloyd Nance said, happy birthday, Roxy. Appreciate that, Lloyd. Night Serious said, couldn't make the live show due to work meeting. Watching your birthday stream on replay. Sending some love. Wishing you all the best for your birthday. Thank you, Night Serious. Katie Robinson, the Good Witch. We love you, Katie. She says, so sad I had to miss your birthday stream, but the day after your birthday can be a bummer. So happy birthday to... Oh, man.
Oh,
my sister's calling, guys. I would pick up on air, but she actually hates that shit.
So I wish she wasn't so cool.
Yeah, she is so cool. Going with Katie's thing too. Yeah, the day after your birthday can be a bummer. So glad you were born. I know you aren't getting what you deserve from life right now, but you're a light to all of us. Hashtag Steph is hot. So true. And then Katie said, do you have a quote to live by? Remembering Carrie Fisher, Laura Dern said, she always demanded of you the same thing she gave us of herself, which was to be without shame. That's mine, to both bring truth to the world and demand it back. Hashtag Steph is hot. Yes. Steph, do you have a quote to live by?
Yeah, my grandpa's quote. He used to always say, what blesses one blesses all. It's basically the belief that there's enough good to go around, so you might as well support all the good people around you because you'll get it back.
I love that. I have a couple quotes that continue to really like better not bitter is tattooed on my shoulder for a reason. I try to take all of life's things and live by that. And then during these hard times, I always just hear in my head, the only way out is through. And that one has gotten me through a lot.
Yeah.
I know it's like a cliche one maybe, but I just feel like that's the only option, that the only way out is through. So that's one that really helped me. But there's a ton of incredible quotes. I'm like a big quote person. I love quotes. I think that quotes have the power to change people's lives, which... I would love for you guys in the comments, leave some of yours afterwards. You guys know we love giving you a prompt to leave in the comments. It really helps with the algorithm, but also love hearing what you guys have to say. So if you leave a comment, let us know what your favorite quote is or something that's really helped you in life. I would love to hear those. Glenn Caesar says, hello, Roxy and Steph. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Wishing you and the hashtag Rockstars Band a sunshine, love-filled rest of your Tuesday. Sending lots of bunnies to you both. Hope you have a super awesome rest of Roxy's birthday week. Peace, love, and hugs. Thank you, Glenn. You rock. Obsessed with you. Oh, yeah. Jake Yacovetta messaged me and said that he thinks we should name the bunny Susie because...
I need a case to be made.
Okay, so Susie is how we did. Susie... Okay. Going back, Vinny is one of our mods, and he did this thing called Vinny Raid because he has like 125,000 YouTube followers. So he always brings them in here with the Vinny Raid. Then Susie didn't get what Vinny was doing, so she thought you just say your name and then say Raid. So Susie, my OG girl, Susie Easton, came in and said Susie Raid. But then that turned into Bunny Raid. And that's how we got Bunny, because Susie went Susie Raid, and then we went Bunny Raid. So he thinks that this should be Susie. You guys let me know what you think. Still taking pictures.
Susie's a cute name.
Susie's a cute bunny name for sure. Oh, also, that is our non-binary bunny, and today is International Non-Binary Day.
Oh.
So to all of our non-binary supporters, we fucking love you. And also, if you are non-binary and in the chat right now, let us know if you want a shout out because it's your day.
It's your fucking day.
So let us know because you guys rock, including Susie the Bunny. Mark Jason Ali says, hi, Roxy and Steph. How were the mimosas? Great to see you on SEN today. Tuesdays are always wonderful over there with you on it. Keep up the great work. I was hoping for a good outcome for Naya. Rest in peace. How is Sarah these days? She can guest on the show. Can she guest on the show soon? Okay, let's take all these. How are the mimosas?
The mimosas were excellent.
Very true.
And we will probably be having more later on today.
Very good point. Hoping for a good outcome for Naya. I was too. How is Sarah these days? She's doing well. Can she guest on the show soon? She like fucking hates hosting now. So anytime I think about having her on, I just know that she doesn't want to.
Maybe when she books her next role, she'll want to come.
Yeah, maybe. Hitman Hudson, gender fluid and proud of it. Woo-woo.
Woo-woo.
Hitman Hudson. Happy non-binary day, says Almosis 210. Yes, agreed. Some people think the bunny should be named Brandy. Some people are good with Susie. All right. Sarah is hot. That's true.
That's facts.
Non-binary puppy, says Legal Land 13. Are you calling yourself a puppy? Or you're saying you have a non-binary puppy? Either way, Legal.
Either way, it's still your day.
Rock on non-binaries. Agreed, Matt Link. Let's see what Glenn Caesar has to say in the super chat. Roxy, Susie typed in Vinny Raid, but it auto-corrected to Bunny Raid, and that's how the whole bunny thing initially got started. You're right, Glenn. I always forget about it. That is what happened. Hitman Hudson says, name is Kyle. Oh, name it Kyle. Name it Kyle. Where's Kyle come from, though? Need to know more. Hitman Hudson in the Streamlabs says, just started Star Trek Deep Space Nine. V good so far. Have you seen it, Roxy? How does it feel to be 23? Steph, any tips for being as cool as you? Okay, let's break this down. No, I never saw Deep Space Nine. I like Star Trek, the original series best. I have only seen the majority of Next Gen, and I never saw Deep Space. That's where my Star Trek fandom is. How's it to be 23? When I was 23, it was pretty good. It was pretty
Jordan
good.
Year, baby.
Oh, yeah. Now at 29, it doesn't feel as good. Steph, any tips for being as cool as you?
Cool in what context, you know? It's such a broad term, but I think...
You are cool.
Yeah, I think probably being nice to other people, supporting your friends, wearing whatever the fuck you want, saying whatever you want as long as it doesn't harm others, and being an ally. I think that's a recipe for success.
You're so cool.
Cute.
You're so cool. Yes. Also, I saw somebody thought that we should name the bunny Carlos. Carlos is the dick that comes in here and tries to write pussy over and over again, which I kind of love. Or should it be Katie? No, but we don't love Katie. That's the problem. Well, we love you, Katie Robinson, the Good Witch, but we don't love the Katies, which is, remember, the daughter of Karen. She's like the more racist Karen. It's a whole thing. B. Arthur can get it in the Streamlabs. Thanks for being in here, B. Arthur. Hey, Roxy, just dropping by to let you know I really appreciated your words today on SCN. They meant a lot, and you really helped, honestly. You're the shit, and keep on keeping on. Happy belated. Poor right now, but hope this helps a little. B. Arthur, it absolutely does. Every dollar helps, and I really appreciate it. We were running out of time on SEN, and Ben Goddard, who was kind of like keeping us on track, was like, okay, guys, really don't respond to anything because like we have to like keep moving through these things. But then B. Arthur was saying that B. Arthur was having a really, really hard time right now. And I was like, I can't just like not say anything. Same, and also this too shall fucking pass, and yada yada. So I'm glad that it helped, and also sorry for holding up the show. Cool.
Sometimes it's worth it.
Well, you can't not be a human. When somebody tells you they're struggling, fucking respond. Like, even if you don't love that person, even if they're not your friend, or maybe they are, or maybe you have to rush to an appointment or whatever. Like, you have to, when people reach out, like me right now, and I'm telling you guys, I'm fucking struggling. You can't just like be like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. Like, you have to be a human being and interact with people. If somebody you know during this time has lost a loved one, you have to fucking reach out. If somebody you know during this time has lost a job, you have to fucking reach out. Be a person.
Yeah.
Like, be a fucking person. Whether it's a distant friend or a cousin or your significant other or an ex, like, be a human. That's a quote to live by. Be a fucking human.
Be a fucking human.
Lawrence Lee says, been busy doing some writing. Can't believe I've missed so many streams. Fuck Texas. Close to shutting down. I want my job back. Larry Lease. Yeah, I get it. I think everybody wants their jobs back. I want my fucking jobs back.
I know. Everyone wants to be working. We just have to keep sitting and waiting.
And like being the best
home.
asses that we can. And you don't have to just sit and wait. You can do what you're doing, Steph, which is writing, or what you're doing, Larry Lease, which is writing, or what I'm doing, which is writing. You can be plotting, you know.
Yeah. You can only control the controllables. So the day by day, what can fulfill you that's not work, do that.
Very true. Very true. Let's get a little bit of fuck yeah news in here. I say this is fuck yeah news. However, it's kind of fuck no news only because it's 2020. So it's insane that this is even news. But I guess better late than never. We say that a lot on this show. Viola Davis did the cover of Vanity Fair. And I wish I had a picture to show you guys, but I didn't prep that. And for me to pull it up right now would be very challenging because I'm not tech savvy. So just Google it. But this cover was a very special cover for multiple different reasons. Number one, because Viola Davis is the shit. But number two, this is the first time that a Black photographer shot the cover of Vanity Fair, which is kind of insane to say out loud. Like, it is 2020. Dario Calmisi is the photographer, and that's like kind of crazy.
It's so sick. And also, Rox, if you keep reading on this article, the photo is a recreation of an extremely famous and really powerful in a disturbing way photo of a slave who had been whipped so many times in the back. The scar tissue on his back was like you deformed his skin. And so it's a reclaiming of the photo with a powerful Black woman as Viola Davis and with her back to the shot. And in the article, in our interview, she talks about how her whole life has been a protest. So I just think the whole thing was such a beautiful creative direction.
Yeah, she really did an amazing job. I loved the cover photo was incredible, but also the yellow pictures were also amazing too. I'm calling them the yellow pictures. I don't know really what to call them.
Yeah, the yellow background.
But yeah, when she talks about, I'll find the exact quotes in a second, but when she talks about her whole life being a protest and being like, wearing my hair naturally at the Oscars is a fucking protest. Like, everything she does is the first time it's being done is like not sticking it to the man, but like fighting against the system. The very, very oppressive system. So yeah, I think that she's just the fucking shit. I love what she's been saying recently about, do you remember the Meryl Streep quotes? Mm-hmm. She was talking about like, she's not the Black Meryl Streep, she's Viola Davis. And she also is not getting calls the way that a Meryl Streep is getting calls and still is getting fucked. So
and if she's a Black Meryl Streep, pay her like Meryl Streep.
Yeah, exactly. So I love her. I am obsessed with her. I think she's one of the most talented performers ever. What?
Who's she playing next? Michelle Obama and one other person, I believe.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she has two major parts coming up. I don't know when they'll start filming now, but.
Here was her quote in case you guys missed it. She said, "I feel like my entire life has been a protest. My production company is my protest. Me not wearing a wig at the Oscars in 2012 was my protest. It's a part of my voice, just like introducing myself to you and saying, hello, my name is Viola Davis." What a fucking quote. What a fucking quote. Yeah, just from the way that the photo was recreated to every part of this, I'm saying it's fuck yeah news, but it also is fuck 2020. How is it this long in? Like, there's so many incredible Black photographers. I can't believe I even have to say that sentence out loud. But like, Vanity Fair, good for you, but also like, come on.
And the amount of Black actors, talent, anyone in general getting photographed have so oftentimes been lighted incorrectly. Like, the holder didn't have proper hair and makeup. And you can imagine having, I'm sure I would be, there's no way there hasn't been complaints about not having a photographer that can light them correctly.
Yeah, agreed. Seems like everybody in here loves Viola Davis as much as we do. So happy to hear that. Lewis Cox says, Steph loved that shirt.
Hey,
So do
appreciate
I.
you.
Steph has the best fashion, and everybody knows it. That's the truth. Let's see. Larry Lee says, I also would like to say I voted for my first Democrat today in Texas. Way to go, Larry Lee.
Blue wave.
Wow, that was cool. Did you ever participate in the wave?
Yes.
I was always excellent at it. My timing was always precious. What vote was in Texas today?
I think they had their primaries.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I still don't understand how the primaries work in terms of it's July. We were in March.
Yeah, every state has different.
I know. It's just so far apart from each other. Why?
I know, because it's weird, because it's obviously the same people counting in each state's not the same.
Yeah, and people's campaign trail, it's just I don't know. It's always been confusing to me that election day is the same day for everybody, but primary day is not.
Yeah. It's probably something about the DNC and the RNC wanting to focus on campaigns in parts.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure there is an answer. I just don't know what the fuck it is. Let's talk about this, Steph. Would love to get your thoughts on the fact that I put an eek face in my tweet because I really don't know what to say about this. The fact that there was the first federal execution that there has been in 17 years. I know after seeing Just Mercy, the most staggering part about the entire film, and there were so many staggering parts about the film, but for me was the last thing that we saw, which was a quote that came across this, not a quote, a stat that came across the screen that said that 1 out of every 9 people we execute is later found innocent. And that's proven innocent, not saying that 8 of them are found guilty later on. 1 out of every 9 we have found later have proved to be innocent. What do you think about the death sentence in general? Can I even ask you that?
Yeah, I go back and forth all the time, because there are some crimes like rape and vicious murder that I just don't know why you get a space on this earth. And your energy itself is so toxic and disturbing that it should be eliminated. But now I'm at a place where I don't think anyone walking on this earth has the authority to decide whether you belong on this earth or not, no matter what you've done. I don't think we can take you out. And I've watched many documentaries on it. All of the killing methods that we've used are not perfect, far from perfect. They're often botched. The only one that actually is the highest proof of success is a firing squad, which is what year are we in if we're going to do a firing squad?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel very torn and conflicted about this as well. I mean, so the person in question in this situation is Daniel Lewis Lee, who is described as a white supremacist. And I think he murdered in 1996, he murdered a family, or was convicted of murdering a family of 3. But his final words were that he didn't do it. As they ask you what your last thing you want to say is that he didn't do it. I don't know enough about this case to know even whether I think he did or didn't, but I don't know how we as a society continue to murder people when more than 10% of the people we're murdering are then found innocent.
Yeah.
That's really challenging for me. I'm not saying he is innocent. Chances are he's probably not. But for those to be somebody's final words, the last thing that they want to be said, he was I've done some really shitty things in my life, but murdering a family is not one of them. I'm innocent. And it's until we don't know, until we know that we're not wrongfully convicting people, how do we justify murdering people? I have a really hard time with that. I think that it should be, if we do use it, it should be saved for people who have, without a doubt, murdered tons of people.
And they're murdering in jail. They can't be stopped. You know what I mean?
There's no saving, or there's no there's nothing you can do to make them isolated enough to stop people
harming
safe.
Others.
Yeah.
I agree, and I do think it plays into this overall discussion of the prison system in general. And I think that we use the death penalty for the worst cases because we're that's the worst thing that can happen, because we have other people serving life for drug crimes. So what's worse than that? Death. But I think that whole system's messed up. We shouldn't be having a lot of these people serving life.
But is it worse than that?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's actually not, in my opinion. I think serving life is torture every single day. I think being killed is an easy way out from a system if you're stuck. A lot of people don't want to die, obviously, but I think the whole system needs reforming, and the way we can't really approach the way we think about it until we can properly punish people.
Yeah. This was kind of I still don't really understand the logistics behind it, but so it was hours after a 5-4 vote by the Supreme Court, with the 5 being the conservative justices, that he was put to death by lethal injection.
Yeah.
It seems like that's very fast. I'm confused on like the fact that they were making changes to the system, but this had happened prior to the changes being made. So they like got it in.
Yeah, so basically,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had been given a life sentence a while ago. His date came up, but now during coronavirus, a lot of these cases, both death row and not sentencing, people do not want to be sentenced right now because they think it's unfair. In this particular case, the family is the one who sent in a motion to postpone because they're worried about driving to see the death and then being in with people during coronavirus. So it makes sense. So that's what the decision was, if they hold it or if it was okay. And so now they're saying during coronavirus, this pandemic, we're allowed to still do the death penalty.
Why? And why is this the first in 17 years federally? And why did it need to happen now?
Well, yeah, federal is way less than state. Like we had 50 state death penalties in 2019, I believe. So federal is really, really rare. I think it's like it's a really hard crime to get to. And I think it's partly because he was in a hate group and it was like a plan to overtake like an entire city. So it was like deeper than just murder. But the why right now is always the question with death penalty.
Yeah, I would love to know your guys' thoughts. I think this is one of the most challenging things to talk about. This gun reform, I mean, there's a lot of them that are challenging, but this is one that, like, for my entire life, since you're a kid and you learn about the death penalty, I don't know how anybody feels so set in their stance either way. Like, it just feels like this is I
don't think there's ever going to be a solution that pleases everyone, just like pro-life and pro-choice. Those two issues specifically like hit a morality type of basis that people just do not know where they stand.
Larry Lee said this is the first in 17 years because of the issue of meds used in lethal injection. I guess I got to learn more about that, but yikes, definitely would call this fuck no news. Not saying that this man was a good man. Again, seems like probably not. Just saying that this whole situation seems like it's very murky and concerning. More Streamlabs coming in, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Morse Code Z says, I'm behind today, so maybe repeating this, and sorry for adding to the fuck no's, but fuck 2020 for breaking up the Mythbusters B team, Rip Grant and Mahara. We found about this last night, and yes, it's fucking sad. Really fuck no news. Not much more to say about that, but agreed.
It was like an outpouring of love on Twitter. He seemed like a truly wonderful person. So rest in peace. Love to family and loved ones.
Yeah. Weston Ira says, happy belated 80th birthday to Roxy B-Day twin Sir Patrick Stewart, Rip Grant, and Elvis's grandson, Benjamin Keogh. Yeah, I talked about that the other day. In better news, Trump's anti-foreign student order was rescinded. Also, Stexy is intelligently hot.
Yes.
Love that. Actually, I've been working with a lot of my interns on the anti-foreign student order, which I'm glad to see how much students have been activating again. Activisting?
No, I know what you're trying to say.
Being activists against this. Activisting.
It's not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
What is it, you guys?
Okay, whatever. But Weston, I'm with you totally. And yes, to everything you said. A lot of fucking deaths.
I'm really
recently.
pissed that I've
lobbying against being active.
No,
activating.
No, assembling.
I don't know. There's a word. We just don't have it. All right, continue activisting. I like it. Thanks, Larry. Continuing to talk about fuck no news and the court system. Ghislaine Maxwell pled not guilty. You guys know I talk about Ghislaine Maxwell on the show incredibly often, mostly because of the documentary Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich, that rocked my entire fucking world and disgusted me. Steph, you know a lot more about the court system than I do, but what does it mean that Ghislaine Maxwell is pleading not guilty to this? Is that a surprise? Is that a strategy? Does that even mean that she feels like she's not guilty, or is that just kind of like verbiage?
Yeah, it can mean multiple things. If I had to guess, it's strategy, because they probably think that some of the different accusations against her that she's being tried for will be really hard to prove, and they might be. So she might not be able to get pinned to most of them. So if she pleads not guilty, she could get away with a lot of the things that are piled up against her.
Yikes.
Yeah.
She was denied bail, which is good, because if she got bail, she would be killed. I really believe that.
And she's a danger.
Flee. Yeah, and she's a risk to society and herself. And yeah, she is. I know that there's been talk about Prince Andrew. We haven't talked about it on this show yet, but he said that he was recording. Did you hear this?
Mm-mm.
Prince Andrew is now claiming, or supposedly he's going to claim, that he was recording what was going on the island and
I believe it.
with Jeffrey Epstein, but like to out him. But some of the women are claiming that one of the women in the doc claimed that he raped her. So what the fuck are you recording then?
I think he recorded it for his own things
in order to protect
himself.
himself.
And now he's going to use it as, I was recording it so I could like be out him.
But then why didn't you?
Exactly.
Just shitty.
Bastard.
Fucking crazy. The crazy. She is so obviously guilty that it's insane. The fact that it's going to be hard to prove that, Steph, you would know way more about than I do. But like, not only was she a bystander in some situations, but she's also a rapist. She was also molesting women.
Yeah.
So like, what are we fucking talking about? And not like one or two. I mean, not that would even be better, but just like dozens and dozens of women have come forward about her. So what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Larry Lee says she was denied bail today. Yeah, they requested a $5 million bail, but she was denied it, which no shit.
Yeah.
She's facing up to 35 years in prison. To me, that's not even close to long enough.
No, and she won't get that, all because of, I think, what's going to happen. The problem is, and we've spoken about this before, the law is not in place to protect victims. It's really hard to prove crimes. So, this prosecution really matters, because the way they set it up can fuck someone innocent, and that's where the bad cases happen. But for the most part, it's so hard to prove someone guilty. They're going to have to come up with like a lot of evidence, and because victim testimony only holds so high.
But how are we going to keep her alive?
Yeah. They better be protecting her.
You know, the last thing that came out was that she had COVID. And it was like, oh my God, this is how they're going to do it? This is how they're going to fucking shank her? Is they're going to fucking say she had COVID and died? Like,
you know what you can do, Maxwell, to kind of pay back for the sins you've done? You could out every single person involved and build in a case, and then maybe you could get parole straight up. Maybe she could get lifetime of parole, get a few years in jail, maybe for so that she can make a plea deal with them and get everyone else in trouble.
But then why would she plead not guilty?
I mean, yeah, they might work with her. I bet you that was on the table. The only other person who knows as much as Jeffrey Epstein is her.
Yeah. I fucking hate her.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, what you're talking about, that's the only thing that could make me hate her a percentage less.
Well, yeah, she wouldn't, she's such a slimy bastard. Like, don't get me wrong, it won't be for the victims. It will be for herself. but at least we can get more justice in these animals off the fucking street.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and here's the deal. I am a staunch Democrat. You guys know that. Like, I am very liberal. If Bill Clinton was on Jeffrey Epstein's island and was unaware what was going on there, we should know that. If Bill Clinton was on Jeffrey Epstein's island, and I'm not saying any of the women have said this, but if he was on the island and was sexually assaulting women, then we need to know that. Doesn't matter to me that he's a fucking Democrat.
100%. If Hillary knew that and was okay with that, I want to know that too.
And if Prince Andrew was there and if he was raping women, then we need to fucking know that.
Yeah.
Like, we can't just because of who you vote for or who. To me, Bill Clinton is the best president of our lifetime, my lifetime at least. If he's a fucking rapist, we need to know that. And don't give a fuck that he was a good president in my eyes. Don't care. Like, so we have to know the truth because you can't just get away with these things. Period. Like, so I need, but every day that she doesn't speak is a day longer that she is closer to dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just concerned we're not going to get the answers in time that we need. And these women deserve fucking answers and truth and justice.
I hope she, like, when Jeffrey Epstein died, she started, like, making a manifesto or something. Like, I really hope she doesn't take this shit to the grave.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she's going to, but we will fucking see. All right, let's talk about farts. Transition of the year. Burger King's trying to tackle climate change, and they are doing this by feeding 100, what was the exact, I'll find the exact, 100 somethings of lemongrass to their cows in order to make them fart less from the from the methane, yeah, that's it, and to help the environment, because anybody who knows anything about the environment knows for real, not a joke, one of the main reasons that we are fucked right now is because of cow farts. Straight up. Like, that's the actual truth. So they are trying to do their part. This was kind of interesting. So it's improving its cow low-carb diet by adding 100 grams of lemongrass to reduce methane emissions, aka the cow farts, which is one of the key contributors to climate change. That's kind of cool.
Really cool. Yeah, I think that, like, that's taking a social responsibility, like taking social responsibility seriously. I think that we all have to do our part in the meat industry. Even though it is everyone loves meat, has to do a better way of making it manufactured in a way that's sustainable.
Yeah, I see that online. A lot of people are kind of shitting on them for being performative or whatever it is. But, like, okay, so Tim Young, who is a author, host, comedian, and whatnot, tweeted, "Literally no one gives a shit that Burger King is reducing cow farts. What a complete waste of money on marketing for some stupid virtue signaling." I don't feel that way.
No.
I feel like this is more expensive for them, more time consuming. And yes, is it possibly a marketing ploy? Maybe a little bit, but, like, they're also doing something good.
Yeah, completely. And that means that there's enough people in the population that they're trying to please that care about this. So if we're making companies change their policies to appease better policies, then fuck, I don't care if it's performative.
I just want you guys to know at 7 p.m. last night on my birthday, so forever on my birthday, this will be the tweet that Burger King put out. Breathe the farts of change.
Yo, who is your social media advisor? Give them a raise.
The thing that they tweeted before that was, "Who here likes grass?" This girl. Thank you. Thank you for asking, Burger King. So again, I'm kind of down with things that are fucking performative or whatever it is, as long as you're actually doing something good. Not performative in that way, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing good, then better that than not. Better than that than not. That's how I feel. Evel Knievel. Do you care about Evel Knievel at all? Cool. I don't really care much about the Evel Knievel drama either. But I did think it was interesting that USA, which had already committed to doing an Evel Knievel show with Milo, dropped the show. Concerning. This is concerning for any of our friends who have pilots that have been picked up or are working on something. If you think about all of the shows right now that are already doing well, that have a following, and that are being talked about, like, oh, when is the next season going to be? Those shows are going to be the first shows that they tape when we can go back to taping. And any of the new shows that have up and coming people are going to be the shows that kind of get fucked. So yeah, I am concerned. I'm concerned what this will mean for the creative future of Hollywood, at least for the next couple of years. So this was scrapped by USA, and they're saying it's because of COVID shutting down production and that they're not coming back. I guess another network could theoretically pick up the show, and that's what they're probably hoping for at this point. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be the last story we see like this. Steph, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think so either, because obviously there has to be one that makes the call, but no network wants to come to this conclusion. So it means that there's a lot of different people sitting on this information that they probably won't be able to film or move forward with production, and them just kind of being the first one out. It sucks for a lot of the people, including like some people we know who just got things signed with various networks. And when we do come back and things start going out 100%, will those stories still be the ones that they take? Like, I don't know what happens contractually, but it sucks.
I think that also what was interesting about this is the reason that the window was closing was because Milo was going to shoot this in his off time from This Is Us, but he has to go back to This Is Us now whenever this is done. But so why wouldn't they recast it?
Yeah.
That's a little confusing to me. Yo, this homie is pissing me the fuck off. Talking with a potty mouth makes you look so stupid. Go somewhere else. What are you doing here? That's
fucking way it does.
Are they talking about the senator that farted on TV? What was his name? No, he said some stupid shit before too. Like, how can a liberal talk about Maxwell being evil when liberal policies have murdered over 50 million unborn babies?
I know you're
Liberals
not
are
talking
hypocrites.
about abortion.
Like, come on.
I know he's not.
This homie is like,
we'll let it slide.
I mean, are we gonna let it slide? Like, come on. You are, Jesus has already won. And then, well, Jesus was a Jew, so that's a victory for my people.
Pro-choice. Abortion access for all.
Everybody at home right now, raise your hand if you're pro-choice. Yo, you feel that energy, KDK? You feel that energy? Come on. Yeah, by the way, Matthew Gold, Jake Iacovetta, PLD, Brandy, Billy Belford, Vinny, yo, where my mods at? Matthew Gold says he's gone. Thank you, Matthew. Just like, homie. Well, here's the deal. There are shows out there for you. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, how'd you find us?
Yes. Also, if you want to have a constructive conversation about pro-choice versus pro-life, we can do that.
Because like killing babies is for sure not what you're doing.
No, that's not what abortion is. So,
like, I've never ever heard somebody be like, "Oh, yo, I am super pro baby murder." Like, that's,
or never have I heard anyone who has decided that they want an abortion say, "I'm going to kill this baby." That's not what it's considered. Like,
yeah, get them. All right. So thanks everybody.
It was really fun.
Raise your hand. It was a really good time. Appreciate that, friends. I like that you guys in the chat are raising your hands, even hand raised. Thank you to Jazz Santee, Weston Ira, DK, DL Short, Death Star Kitty, Craig, Pink Sweets, yeah, Kate Van D. Loving it. Everybody raising their hands.
I appreciate this Hitman Hudson comment. I'm pro-life, but wait, where'd it go?
I don't know. Oh, there it is. I'm pro-life, but
anti-being an asshole. I mean, like,
I'm also pro-life, though. like. I'm nobody who is pro-choice is anti-life. It's crazy.
Yo, I'm pro-life, man.
But I like, everybody's allowed to make their own choice.
Totally.
You do you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But thanks for not being a dick. Gavin O'Flynn, Noah Denman, Spidey Sensei, Lewis Cox, Al Moses. I'm just giving shout outs to anybody who's pro-choice right now. Because that's how the show works.
Non-binary and pro-choice.
Yep, for real.
This is your day.
Yes, let's go back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Hitman Hudson says, Steph for president, I'm serious, or at least mayor of LA instead of Garcetti.
Dude. That'd be fucking
You're
awesome.
taking over for Garcetti?
Would they let me cuss on stage?
Yeah,
Because
well,
you know that would
depends
be
who's
very
watching.
hard.
Depends who's watching. Cousin Vinny in the Streamlabs says, what happens if Maxwell says Trump was involved and asked for a couple of girls to give him a massage? Like, what the fuck even happens if she has proof for that? They went to so many parties together. There's no way Trump didn't know about what they did. Yeah, Trump even had quotes about, like, this was fucking disgusting, about what Jeffrey Epstein liking his women as young as Trump does, which is like, ew. Trump also, I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you?
I know. Have you, anybody who's heard Trump talk about his daughter knows something's off. Like, talk about wanting to marry his daughter, wanting to sleep with his daughter, thinking his daughter's really hot. It's like,
disgusting.
Obsessed with legal land. LOL, non-binary and pro-choice. It is my day.
Fuck yeah, legal land. Let's go.
It is 100% your day. It is your day.
God, I hope you have a good day.
Me too. So yeah, like, this is, if Trump did do this and it's able to be proven, would he get impeached?
This is the problem. If there was substantial physical evidence, he could be brought to court. Sadly, we've had substantial physical evidence of federal and international crimes of Trump, but it didn't matter. I don't know that it would matter because people also don't care about any of his crimes against women already. He has 13 rape and assault allegations against him.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would this do? That would just add to the pile. What are we doing with the rest of them?
They would have to literally, somebody would, not that they would have been able to because you're on an island, somebody would have literally have had to have gotten a rape kit. And like, that's the extent of proof we would need of, like, documented. But how are you going to do that when you're on a fucking island?
Yeah.
Which you can't, like, you fucking can't even, you barely do that if you're close to a hospital because of the emotional state that you're in. But, like, or shock or whatever is happening to people. But, like, no, I don't think
she needs to do what Bolton did and write a tell-all book.
And just have it be the state of public opinion that gets him fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, but those people already have that opinion.
I know.
Like, do I believe in my heart of hearts that Trump has sexually assaulted somebody in the past? Yes. Yes, I do.
I mean, the language matches, the behavior matches, his interactions matches,
the
his choices matches.
That are out there,
yeah.
grab him by the pussy.
I mean, all the facts are there except for video evidence. And there is video evidence of some, like, fucked up shit. So it's like, yeah.
So I really don't even actually think it would make a difference. I mean,
yeah, he is what he is to us. This would just be another addition.
And a lot of these cases are past the 7-year limit of statutation. Is that what it's called? Statute of limitations. Limit of statutation. So yeah, I don't think that much would really take place, which fucking sucks. That's pretty much it for our fuck no and fuck yeah news on the show today. Thank you guys for participating in what has been one of the most trying times. Every day, though, you don't know what you're going to get. You never know if tomorrow is going to be a little bit better than the day before. And I know that all of your guys' support here means the entire world to me and to Steph. So thank you for being here. We will be back. I'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Are you going to be here? It's too cool. Steph will be here too. Have I been even asking her? No. I don't take her for granted. I swear I love her so much. But in the meantime, Steph, where can everybody keep up with you?
At Steph Sabraw, baby.
Steph's so smart. Steph is hot. Leave it in the comments. Comments really make a fucking difference. I swear to you. If you go and look at the videos that have more comments, they have more views, period.
What's our comment prompt today?
We want them to tell us
their quote that they live by.
I was hoping it would come to me by the end of me saying to tell us, but it came to you. That's pretty cool. The quote that you live by, and maybe we can read some of those for tomorrow's show because I could use some inspirational quotes. So yes, leave us the quote that you live by or your favorite quote. Did I miss you, Streamlab Weston? Sorry, did I miss you? About the 80th birthday, I read that one.
There's a new one.
All right, we refreshed the shoot.
Oh, did he miss his? Yeah, maybe you did miss it. We did answer it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Getting out of here. Jig Yoda said, a picnic with both of you with girly sandwiches would be great. I did call the sandwiches girly. Steph had one for lunch. It was girly.
I think we.
What is that? It doesn't mean anything.
We agree on sushi though in bento boxes.
That's so true. And I do like sandwiches. I just don't like your like health nut sandwiches.
A sushi picnic is now has become like my number one priority.
We could do that.
Yeah, that needs to happen very soon.
Yesterday I got a free sushi meal because Sugarfish gives you a free meal on your birthday. It's fucking awesome. Just so you guys know.
So
anybody who lives in LA or New York, take advantage of that shit. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. live at the Roxy. Stay safe. Keep fighting. And make sure that you write your quotes in the comments below. We love you, and we'll see you 1 p.m.